The EU makes its strongest sanctions package to date, to which Russia says, we don't care. Coming up here in the Jog. Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It is 8:42 here in the middle part of the country on Tuesday. It is May 31st, 2022. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world and off the back of a huge week in the U.S. stock market. I'm turning my eyes to Europe. Some new sanctions on Monday, the Memorial Day holiday here in the U.S. EU now promising to ban Russian oil by the end of the year. Give them 6 months to figure out how to make that logistically possible. They're giving an exception to pipelines running into Hungary, but seaborne transport of Russian oil is no more for any member state by the end of the year. We've talked about it a number of times here on the channel. I think this is the biggest story in global trade flows, and it's really important. Energy now has to go more distance to get to its customer. This is creating artificial shortages of supply, in addition to many years of underinvestment in the sector. If oil has to go 7-8% more mileage net globally to reach its end consumer, that creates a tremendous drag on the global economy, and that is the primary driver behind escalating energy prices and inflation as a whole. That is not something the Fed has control over. 50 basis points, 100 basis points, it doesn't matter. If you don't have enough molecules, if they are not getting into position when they need to be, that is the creation of skyrocketing prices. You're going to see additional inflation in the future if the energy problem is not solved. It's not a monetary policy decision. It is, in fact, a logistical issue. Speaking of logistics, U.S. Airlines canceling 2,500 flights over the Memorial Day weekend. Something that I thought was interesting here in this article, David Shepardson from Reuters doing a nice job touching on the fact that U.S. Airlines are now flying more flights into Florida than before. Let's think about it. Let's trace that back, right? We've seen net migration into Texas, into Florida, places where weather is not as good as California, as the Northeast, right? Those are fairly stable atmospheric environments. Florida, tremendously unstable. You're going to have more cancellations. You're going to have more rerouting. You're going to have more expensive flights if you have more flights going into areas of the country where the weather is more unstable. I think airlines are going to start touching on this and may start reporting reliability numbers ex-Florida. So many people moving there, but like flying in there, like sometimes you can't. Too much thunderstorms. If reliability is your primary concern, ex-Florida is probably going to be something to look at on a go-forward basis. Last but not least, Canada. Some economic numbers out this morning. Not bad. 3.1% growth, right? We're still not looking at a recession. Sure, we're looking for 4 or 5%. 3% growth in a developed country is not bad, especially one that experienced significant logistical issues due to pretty cold weather. All in, consumers seem to be weathering this economy pretty well, both here in the U.S. and north of the border. Maybe we're just a little bit too bearish. And maybe on a go-forward basis, last week sort of signals sort of a bottoming out in equity prices and on a floor to move a little bit higher on a go-forward basis. We position portfolios accordingly. If you want some additional info throughout the week, feel free to find me on the internet. I am out there. Till then, hope you, your family, have a really good rest of your Tuesday. I am out.